Welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, The Right One. There's a long description on IMDb about some novelist who has writer's block, but then she meets some oddball guy who changes his personality to cope with his past, and she starts writing about him, and then he leaves, and so did the big one get away or something? I don't know. That's what I got out of it. I'm going to get into it, find out what it's really about. 5.6 on IMDb. But only 110 people have watched it so far, and I don't reckon... Oh, wait. David Koechner's in it. You know him. You've seen him in a lot of different things. But other than that, I don't recognize anybody. So, hour and 35 minutes long. Let me get into it, find out what it's about, give you a better idea, and then ultimately, let you know what I think. Stick around. Hey, everybody. We're at the credits of The Right One. No check-ins. Because it was what they said, right? So our main actress, she writes steamy novels, and she has writer's block, whatever, and her, I guess, manager or agent is really trying to get her to, break that block and write more, write the third edition or second edition or something like that, and somehow, some way, she stumbles upon this guy, who she's at an art gallery and sees him act as two different people in the same art gallery and finds him very interesting and sees him again. So basically this guy goes around town and just acts as somebody different, multiple different times, multiple different ways, and like they said, it's because he's coping with something. So they don't really tell you that right in the beginning. It's like 40 minutes into the movie, so they kind of ruin that part, but I'll let you figure out what he's coping with and that whole story. And it's set up to be cute, and a little bit funny. I didn't really laugh that much. I saw the attempts. It didn't strike me. I appreciated what I thought he was doing was, giving back. And the things that he did, you know what I mean? Like, I'll give you an example. He does a puppet show for kids. So, like, that kind of stuff. And that was like, okay, that's what I was thinking it was all about. But it's not. It's really him not wanting to be himself because of what had happened. And, but you see the cuteness there, the attempt at cuteness and the attempt at humor. Just maybe didn't hit me. But then it changes into, when we find that reason, it becomes depressing. And it just so happens that this takes place in Seattle. Oddly enough, for an hour and 35 minutes of film, it didn't rain once. But, I've been to Seattle, but it rains there. It's got to be a little depressing every now and again. So not a good place for my man to be living up. But it was nice scenery. I like to see the city, get to see a lot. So there was a lot of downtown shots and fun things like that that I did enjoy. Now, the agent, I can't remember her name. She was funny sometimes. She was way over the top, but every now and again I got a smile on my face for some of the things she said or some of the things she did. That was a bright star. Not that I like the concept. I don't think it was played out well enough. No offense to the guy who was doing all the different pieces. He didn't win me over, as far as acting. And neither did she. The two main actors and actresses, I don't know, the brother was a little bit more convincing in his role. Just my opinion. Scenery was great. The idea was okay. The acting wasn't as great as I had hoped. And the humor was missing, only there in some spots for me. And it takes not a dark turn. I'm using dark way too much, but depressing. And I'll hit you one last piece. A little abrupt in the end. I mean, not that you got everything pretty much you need, but it was just like boom. Oh, that's it. And credits roll. So, yeah, okay. So that's what I got for you. Not worth buying on DirecTV, in my opinion. So, I don't know. There's no real... Can't say, like, oh, you should watch this because if you like blah, blah, blah. If you like Seattle. if you like Seattle, you've been to Seattle, and you want to see some Seattle on the big screen, some nice scenery, some, Space Needle stuff, that's why you'd watch this. Otherwise, or you run out of stuff like me, and you got to take it in. But if you're watching me right now and you're making a decision, pick something else. I mean, it's not awful, but not great. Alright, that's it. I'm rambling. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, subscribe to my channel. That'd be fantastic. Drop me some comments if you like. More importantly, continue to tune in to Kimmel's Irish Pub.
Thank you.